Hurt feelings are very demanding as they turn into grudges against various people who we have to keep track of. Who are we allowed to smile at? Who are we going to spend time with? Who are we going to volunteer our energies in the community with? Typically, hurt feelings come from one of three different categories. Hurt feelings come from miscommunication, us becoming comfortable as the victim, and the efforts of mean people. These three categories pretty much summarize all of the hurt feelings we have experienced and will experience. More often than not, we can decide that we're going to let it be a miscommunication. We don't really have to know the intention of exactly what happened. If we decide it was a miscommunication, that's our interpretation. We can sort through it as much as possible, but regardless, we can let go and move forward. Now, becoming comfortable as the victim. This one is pretty deep-rooted and can have to do with things that go far back into our family dynamic, patterns we've seen, examples of the adults in our life as we were growing up, as well as our previous and possibly current relationship. If we have felt that we were the victim, maybe legitimately so, it might be the role that we commonly find ourselves in. We may choose to enter certain communications, certain interactions, knowing we will be the victim. And so regardless of what takes place, we are watching and waiting and anticipating how our feelings are going to be hurt. And so they always are. Becoming comfortable as the victim, once we've started to have that realization, then we have the opportunity for some self-reflection. How is that working for us? How is that not working for us? And what could we take charge of to kind of adjust that and make it look different for us? How can we recognize our power to choose the outcomes here so that we can come to the other side of these interactions being more empowered rather than feeling victimized? And then there are mean people. There are people who put considerable effort into trying to hurt other people's feelings. I don't think it's a common reason that feelings get hurt. I really feel the top two categories really are the main reasons, but there definitely are some occasions where people put a pretty solid effort out there to hurt our feelings or to hurt the feelings of people close to us. The thing is, their efforts are only legitimate when we hand our power over to them and validate their efforts. We validate their efforts by allowing their meanness to impact us, to debilitate us, to have us talking to everybody about what it was they said or did. If their mean efforts are taking place or unfolding via social media or text message, any type of electronic communication, we maintain power, and if it were a game or some kind of contest, we seriously would score a point by not replying. Any kind of recognition of their effort tells them that it matters. So when we don't reply, we really are leaving them hanging. They're wondering, did they read what I wrote? Do they know what I wrote? Is it really not bothering them? And even if it's killing us inside, the ability to not reply demonstrates incredible strength, incredible character, and a determination to spend our energy in areas of our life rather than holding grudges and being angry. Some people have decided to be angry with so many people that it seems like they need some kind of tracking system, some type of app on their mobile device in order to keep track of who they're upset with and why and how long ago it occurred, because they have just stayed that angry about so many things. I used to tell clients, would it make sense for them to send out little grudge reminders, little postcards to the people they've stayed mad at? Because chances are those individuals have no idea that they were still mad at them. When our feelings get hurt, the initial hurt feeling is kind of like a little sticker that just gets stuck. Little tiny sticker. It's not too painful, but we notice that it's there. It's irritating. we're not sure why it's there or what it means. And in that moment, we have the opportunity to just decide to rip it off. Might be a little uncomfortable in that moment. Look at it, decide what it does and doesn't mean, if there's anything we can do about it or should do about it, and be done with it. Now, if that sticker gets on us and we decide we want it to be there and we want it to be more than just a little sticker, then we talk about it. We talk to other people about it. Can you believe that they did that? And then they did this, and we can make it thicker and deeper and stickier, and it covers us, and pretty soon it's pretty difficult to take off at all because we've involved so many people, and we've probably turned it into so much more than it ever was intended to be. And so with those hurt feelings, we need to decide if we're going to quickly be done with them or if we're going to let them fester and turn into so much more. Hurt feelings can take place in groups of friends. I spend time at the junior high working with the students there. I spend time working at a clinic with clients in a therapeutic setting. And it knows no bounds, from very young children to people, in their elderly years. Hurt feelings is definitely a dynamic that impacts the relationships they have. Young and old, in marriages, in family dynamics, neighborhood interactions, any group setting that we spend time, hurt feelings can really be a destructive force. So here's hoping that we can tap the beauty found in not having our feelings hurt, especially moving past it as quickly as possible. We're all human. There's going to be some pain in our interactions, but choosing to move past them as quickly as possible. We can find the beauty in that. Paraphrasing Roald Dahl, he, in his book, The Twits, makes clear that mean people cannot be beautiful and happy people cannot be ugly.